ACRS was founded during very serious times, civil rights, violence, and real challenges for many communities, including the Asian American Pacific Islander communities. And now we find ourselves in very serious times again.
I believe that we are now in a period where we are all, as citizens and residents, fighting for the very soul of this country, who we aspire to be as a country. No community has more at stake with immigration than the Asian Pacific Islander community, because we are the fastest growing community fueled by immigration. Over 90% of us are either immigrants, refugees, or children of immigrants and refugees. So to see all these assaults on immigrants is deeply troubling to all of us and to everyone who cares about human rights.
ACRS is not just a collection of services. We are here as a community with the foundation that every person has the individual power to make change in their lives and also make change in their world. Our Civic Engagement program is here to ensure that our communities have a voice and have opportunities to exercise that voice.
I am a Pacific Islander, I am transgender, I am a Samoan. ACRS is able to help bring your voice forward. Without their voice, we will never be able to exist within the eye of the political system.
So at ACRS, our approach is about building coalition. It's about the larger community. We can't do this alone. In 1996, with welfare reform, which was a federal policy that sought to create savings on the backs of immigrants and refugee communities across the country, API community leaders from across the state came together. It was the birth of the Asian Pacific Islander Coalition from Washington State. Chapters emerged in Yakima, Spokane, Pierce counties, Snohomish, South Puget Sound, and in King County.
What we were doing was unprecedented on the scale.
We brought together thousands of Asian Pacific Islanders for the very first Asian Pacific American Legislative Day.
3,000 people that we brought in 25 languages from throughout the state. We were providing a language bridge for people who would like to talk to their legislators or governor, but without that language bridge would not be able to. They really did their best to explain what was needed, and they together created a series of programs that have lasted till this day. Basic safety net programs like access to food for immigrants and refugees who had lost federal food stamps, access to various medical programs, the creation of a naturalization program, many things that were just essential for people to be able to thrive. It was awe-inspiring. The community learned from each other that day how much power it has and how much change we could create if we worked together for it.
It's about providing encouragement and confidence in the democratic process. Many of the people that we work with have come from countries ravaged by war, oppressive governments, where voting simply was not an option. Speaking up, talking to government was a dangerous thing to do.
Has anyone voted already?
Where I grew up in Vietnam, and people reluctant to get heavy involved in the politics because they don't want to get in trouble. And this is very different here in the United States. We have a freedom of speech, and we also have a freedom to vote, to voice our concern.
We see lives change every day when they get to realize that power of being a part of our democracy. We have members in the community who come for every election and bring their ballots and turn them into us, which is, to me personally, humbling, because they came from a place where this was not possible.
Right now, ACRS is part of a national coordinated effort to help to get out the vote of our Asian American Pacific Islander community and to close the gap between what mainstream Americans are voting and the rate that we vote at.
Vietnamese.
Quý vị đừng có quên để bỏ phiếu nha quý vị.
In many cases, Asian American Pacific Islanders have the numbers to really affect change.
Please remember to vote.
We represent the swing vote.
I think that this commitment to civic engagement and the excitement over being able to create change is going to make a difference.
ACRS will always be out there marching, raising their voices, making loud noise, and making sure that we will not stand for anything that will destroy our community.